everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you got this far and you are joining me on this wedding journey, I really appreciate it and thank you so much. This video is going to be a wedding update because I went for ages and didn't really have any significant updates to share, but a lot has happened actually in the last few weeks. I'm really excited to go through it. We are now nearly 1 year out from the wedding, which definitely I'm starting to feel panicky about. As soon as that 12-month mark hits, I think that's when, sleepless nights and all of that will start to happen. But I think we are actually really ahead of things. I think we're being told we're quite planned, but there's still a couple of key bits that we really need to get our heads around that we haven't done. So one of the biggest things that we did in the last week was on Easter Sunday, which is just gone at the time I'm recording. We were invited to an open day for our venue, which was absolutely incredible. Our venue is in Derbyshire and it is a venue with Tipis and it's very sort of secluded. There's a lot of woodland around it. There's 2 lakes which are incredible, and yeah, we got to visit, and I've actually filmed a few clips to show you, and I'll show you that in a second. But it's really amazing because you go in and you have one of the hosts that show you around and give you a tour of the place, because we hadn't seen it yet. Because the thing with teepees is mostly they are taken down for winter and ours went back up in March. So we had to make a decision when paying a deposit for our venue, which was refundable, thankfully, that we just needed to go for it based on the virtual tour that we received. And the virtual tour was really good, actually. Having now seen the venue itself, we found it to be really accurate, really pleased with it, really pleased that we put a deposit down. But yeah, it was definitely a bit nerve-wracking on the day because we didn't know where to go if we didn't like the venue, if it wasn't quite what we expected. So yeah, we took all of our family along. We took my partner's parents, we took my whole immediate family, which was really cool. And actually I'd advocate doing that to anyone. I think it made it really special. It meant that we could get their opinions on the venue too. We had a really beautiful day, so the sun did not stop shining. It was amazing. It wasn't the warmest, but it was actually quite reflective of what that weather might be like in May next year when we're getting married. So honestly, couldn't be thankful enough for how that day went on Sunday. It could have gone complete opposite. It could have rained, which would have been fine, because then we would have seen what that venue is going to look like, or how it's going to be if it does rain on our wedding day. Touch wood, I really hope it doesn't, but we're in England and the weather can do anything. So without further ado, I'm going to play you a few clips of the venue, and it was really special, so I hope you enjoy it. And then I'm going to update you on a few other bits that we have done in the last couple of months as well. pleased with where we landed on these was we finally got our save the date sent out at the start of March. I didn't know where to start with save the dates. I thought they could be super expensive. We wanted something super specific in line with the theme that we think we are going to have. And actually, I did lots of research and had a look at lots of save the dates online, and I found my dream save the dates on Etsy. As you can see, they came sort of in their individual parts, which we were absolutely fine with. So it came with the card, and then we had these gorgeous wooden magnets that you attach using adhesive on the back of the wooden sort of plaque, and then you pop it face down onto the card, obviously the right way up, and we were so pleased with the result. And our guests were then able to take the magnet off the card when they received them and pop them on the fridge. So a really good save the date because you can see it and you're not going to forget it. So we really loved that touch. The wood that we chose was the beech, as in like the beech tree, which was slightly lighter than the other option, but we thought they were absolutely beautiful and wouldn't change them for the world. So just wanted to show you the website for the pantry catering, which is the other caterer, that we have chosen. We were faced with so many decisions when thinking about catering. As you all know, there's just so many options, and not just so many options for one meal, but from any food you want when the guests arrive, like canapes or snacks, to the main wedding breakfast itself, if that's what you're having, if you're traditional, if that is a traditional choice from you, but equally like the evening food as well. So we're having canapes, wedding breakfast, which is 3 courses, which we've paid a bit more for, and then something in the evening, which we haven't quite decided yet. So there's just lots of decisions to make for each of those things, because then you have to decide what actual canapes do you want. And what was really helpful again about going to an open day is you get to try some of the food and, you know, get a feel for what they're about and the food quality and whether that food is your thing, like your style. And yeah, very much enjoyed trying out the food. But that is what we have provisionally gone for. I will share sort of budget and cost for food at another point. But the last thing I just wanted to share is how we're starting to think about budgeting, and we're definitely starting to think about it later, I think, than other people would have done, because we haven't actually had to pay out that much yet. We've had to pay out a food deposit and a venue deposit, which I don't think is that bad, but it's scary because it's all going to kind of come later. But I did just want to talk you through a very simple, don't laugh, checklist that we've started coming up with, where we've just written down everything that we can think of in terms of key expenses and a rough cost for them. These might seem really like we're underplaying them or really outlandish to some of you, but this is just what we've thought about and what we've estimated. Some of it could be completely wrong, but it was really good to be able to jot them down to get a bit of a estimated figure in our minds, with the only caveat that everyone's told us that there are so many hidden costs as well. So whatever you see on here, I'm sure there will be more on top of that. But it does provide us with a good basis of like where to start in terms of expectations for stuff that's going out. So I hope that helps. The next vlog you'll see is a week in my life, which I filmed over the week after Easter, which I've had on holiday and which I'm currently enjoying now. We get up to lots of fun things, and yeah, that there is plenty going on that week. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, but really appreciate it if you have stayed with me until this moment, all this time in the video, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!